No matter how many times you see the video from Cincinnati, it is hard to watch. And that brawl from Cincinnati, Ohio over the weekend is exposing a dark part of that city's politics. To be fair, we still don't know who started the fight or why, but it is clear in the end the mob ganged up on a smaller group of whites outside a popular bar area and nearly beat them to death. People stood by and cheered. Victoria Parks is a member of the city council there. She posted on Facebook, "They begged for that beatdown. I'm grateful for the whole story." Presumably also the story of Cincinnati on the national news. With us now, Attorney General for the state of Ohio, Dave Yost. Mr. Attorney General, good to see you, sir. Thank you. They begged for that beatdown. I'm grateful for the whole story. Do you understand what she means?
I am afraid that I do. I hope I'm misunderstanding. But look, if you play that video a little further, that man is on the ground in the fetal position, trying to protect his vital organs in his head, while a mob of people kicks and beats him. He tries to get up at one point and is so disoriented, it appears, that he can't even maintain his balance. There is no fighting word, no insult, no first punch that justifies that, particularly once that man is on the ground in the fetal position. It is just inhumane savagery, and it's criminal.
Unquestionably and all that. I'm curious, though, about the leadership. What is happening in Cincinnati? And you think about the state of Ohio, not far from where I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis and Cincinnati have a lot in common. Sadly, they may now have crime rates in common. But how is it that you have a member of the city council saying they begged for that beatdown and now they're grateful for the story of this is what happens in Cincinnati? It seems as though there's no way to pull race out of this story now.
Yeah, I'm not going to defend that, and I don't understand it. But, you know, I see, oddly enough, at least a slight a glimmer of hope here, because a few years ago when we had unrest in our city streets, no one would have been charged. And at least today, we've got people that have been charged with serious felonies there in Cincinnati. That's, of course, up to local authorities, not the state. The local prosecutor and the local police are in charge of this case. But they're investigating, and they did make some arrests. And I think that at least is a step in the right direction.
Right.
And I
agree.
Credit.
Yeah, no, I do too. The city councilwoman is just flabbergasts me. Obviously, she'd be welcome to come on anytime if she wants to talk about what she said. Who knows whether she'll survive that long? Maybe she'll get elected mayor. That may just be how the world works right now. But something interesting is happening about the Cincinnati Police Department, and you mentioned them as well. Cincinnati Enquirer, the police officers there are suing the city and the chief, alleging bias against white lieutenants. And this chief has been under a lot of fire, including for what it almost feels like is blaming the victims and then blaming the bartender in this incident. Take a listen.
All investigative tools and techniques are on the table, including, were some of these individuals overserved at some local establishments? It is clear to us that alcohol played a significant part in this incident.
And at one point, she was upset that the video was on social media. At some point, does the state have the ability, I know not to get involved in the city council, but as Attorney General, to get involved in a police department that seems so ill-led, broken, I don't know what the right words is, investigate these allegations of discrimination?
Well, we rely on local law enforcement here in Ohio. I can only prosecute or investigate if I'm invited in by local jurisdiction. However, the federal government does have jurisdiction over civil rights, and I noted that one of General Bondi's lieutenants, Hamid Dillon, stated today that she's watching what's going on in Cincinnati. It's not unusual for a federal civil rights case to follow on a initial criminal case at the local or state level.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.